Wait. Hello and welcome into semifinal Saturday here at the rinks in Shelton, Connecticut for the Empire Conference 2024 playoffs as we get set for the first semifinal in the Purple Division between the Fordham Rams and the Farmingdale State Rams. Farmingdale State, the top-seeded team, making their debut here this season in the playoffs. Meanwhile, Fordham coming off of a big win yesterday against the Delaware Blue Hens. Hello, everyone. Welcome into the Long Island Sports Network. My name is Ian Binky, and we'll be taking you through all the action as we have all weekend here at the rinks in Shelton, Connecticut. And these two teams hailing from New York, looking for another win to keep their seasons alive in Empire Conference play and fight on into Sunday for the championship. Looking at these two teams this season, we'll look at the matchups head-to-head. And for Farmingdale, it was a successful campaign this year against Fordham, 2-1 over the course of this season, and that included a 12-0 win over Fordham back in December. And they're looking to maybe not repeat that performance. I don't think it'll be quite that kind of game here tonight, but they're looking for another dominating performance against the Rams of Fordham. And yes, that's true. There's two Rams teams competing here, so you're just going to have to differentiate them between Fordham and Farmingdale. But anyway, it's to that point. You look here at these two teams coming in and looking back at that game for Fordham yesterday. And it was a 6-2 win against, or rather, pardon me, I'm getting the two teams mixed up. For Fordham, they played Ramapo, and it was a 6-0 win, so pardon me. And that win ended a 4-game losing streak for Fordham, and it was a big one for them. It was important that they get that big win. It ended a 4-game losing streak, and there was one that they played really well in. They outshot their opponents 41-34, and they saw contributions throughout the roster. Guys like Carmine Patelli had a 3-point game. 3 guys had 3 assists. Daniel Gertz got a shutout. And they're looking for more success here against Farmingdale. Again, coming into this one, the Rams, a little bit of the opposite end of the spectrum. Fordham came in with a 4-game losing streak. Farmingdale comes here to Shelton with a 7-game winning streak. And that's due in part because of their prolific offense. 145 goals this season. That's the most here in Division I in the Empire. So they're looking to keep that offense alive. And after getting 20 wins through 29 games this season, looking for one more to fight on till Sunday. I already highlighted some of the key players for Fordham. Carmine Patelli, that's really stood out. And that says Anthony DeMario. He got one of the big goals. A 50-point season for DeMario. 21 goals, 29 assists. Meanwhile, for Farmingdale State, a little bit of bias here, but you got to highlight Luke Judge, who's come to Farmingdale and become a point-per-game player. A transfer student from University of Rhode Island. Now coming here to Farmingdale, wearing the green and white. He's made a huge impact, 4 goals, 4 assists ever since he's become a Farmingdale State Ram. And you look for more guys that have been here the whole year. Tim Duffy, an undeniable contributor to this offense. 25 goals, 18 assists, and that includes 5 goals on the power play. And that could be something for Farmingdale looking to do. Everything runs through Duffy on the power play as they'll try to get an early goal here against Fordham. Get on the board and try to cruise to a victory. Well, we're just a few minutes away from puck drop. We'll take a timeout when we come back. Starting lineups, the national anthem, and the start of the semifinals here at the rinks in Shelton. It's semifinal Saturday here in the Empire Conference, all live on the Long Island Sports Network. We're getting set to go here for the first semifinal. Let's send it into the rink now to the PA announcer for starting lineups.
And Fordham University. Now for the starting lineup of our visiting team, the Fordham University Rams. At forward, number 88, Carmine Patelli. At forward, number 22, Anthony DeMario. At forward, number 10, Owen Gillette. At defense, number 15, Declan Pierce. At defense, number 26, Chris Gabriel. And starting in goal, number 1, Dan Gertz. Head coach for Fordham is Peter Tanisi. Assistant coaches Dave Smith and Eric Sasimovich. Now for the starting lineup of our home team, the Farmingdale State College Rams. At forward, number 90, John McCain. At forward, number 92, Matt Hawkins. At forward, number 91, Joe LaChase. At defense, number 79, Jason Brennan. At defense, number 7, Jesse Burns. And starting in goal, number 33, Joe DeCanio. Head coach for Farmingdale is Joe Macy. Assistant coaches, John Cipriano and Spiros Markopoulos. Officials for tonight are John The Rock Santos, Connor Hall, Pat Roth, and Jackson Chalmers. At this time, we'd like to ask everybody to please rise for your national anthem.
There's your starting lineups and your national anthem here at the rinks in Shelton, Connecticut, as we are set to go for the first semifinal in the Purple Division between the Fordham Rams and the Farmingdale State Rams here on the Long Island Sports Network. You heard the starting lineups. Let's break down the goaltending matchup. Dan Gertz draws in again for Fordham, making his second start in as many days. During the season, he went 6-10-1 with a 4.08 GAA and a 907 save percentage, but that ticked up a little bit after his shutout against Ramapo yesterday, making 41 of 41 saves. Meanwhile, on the other side, Joe DeCanio gets the start for Farmingdale. In his 13 games during the season, he was phenomenal. 11-2 record, with a 273 GAA, 917 save percentage. And the man from Wisconsin, New York, looking to backstop his team to a big win tonight. Fordham in the burgundy and white, Farmingdale in the white and green. Jackson Chalmers with the puck at center ice. So we're ready to go. He drops it. We are underway here in Shelton, Connecticut Fordham wins the draw. It's pounded in from the far side by Declan Pierce. And back with it now. Here comes the Farmingdale Rams. You can't say for the Rams because both teams have the same mascot, both of the Rams, so you stick with Farmingdale and Fordham to identify. In the corner, Chris Gabriel working it clear. He dumps it down the ice, but that's an icing call against Fordham. An early offensive chance for Farmingdale after this faceoff comes in the neighborhood of Dan Gertz. Gertz, his shutout against Ramapo was his first of the year. He didn't get one in the regular season despite a strong performance all year long. But he finally gets that whitewash in there as this is a quick shot. He's able to cover. And, that's really what the playoffs are. Who gets hot at the right time? And you look at this Farmingdale team winning 7 in a row, including the season finale, which was a win against Fordham. You got to like their odds. As here's a quick shot up and over the goal. There's a look for Michael Larico. On the far side, Farmingdale get it, trying to feed a pass to Larico. Didn't work out. Fordham clears. This won't have enough for icing. Jesse Burns forced to play it. Comes to the near side corner, back in his own end. Turned over, here's a shot, good save to Canio, rebound, score! Early goal for the Rams, they're up 1-0. Just a puck turned over in the defensive zone, given right to Anthony DeMario, practically on a silver platter. Then it comes over right there, DeMario cashes in on the rebound. Playing as the underdogs here, just 58 seconds in, Fordham get the first goal. The goal for DeMario. He's scored a goal, also had an assist against Ramapo yesterday, so it's his second goal here in the playoffs. Just the start that Fordham were looking for as they jailbreak here looking for more. Bobby Rotundo sends it around wide. Comes back here near his side. Farmingdale clear. Bouncing puck, which Farmingdale trying to settle, go back on the attack. Held up on the near side boards. Tim Duffy trying to race to it for Farmingdale with the A on his chest. Instead comes up the other end, dumped in by Fordham. They go for a change. With that 6-0 win yesterday for Fordham, they're able to, get their legs under them. They don't need that breaking in process that maybe Farmingdale might need, as this misses its intended target on the pass. No icing, though. We keep play rolling.
Assisted by number 9, Robert Rotundo, and number 18, Carmine Patelli.
The Rotundo and Patelli get the assists on that goal. As this covered up by DeCanio, he's trying to settle back in here after giving up that early goal. That's the scoring on the goal from DeMario. After DeCanio made the initial save after the defensive zone turnover, rebound potted in by DeMario, giving his team the 1-0 lead as the underdogs here tonight. Winner of this one fights on to Sunday. They'll face the winner of Fairfield against Quinnipiac coming up right after this one. On it for Farmingdale, Ryan Murray finds a target there, far side, cross ice feed, goes off a defensive skate, goes back behind the net. John Mead trying to clear, comes out in front, good save from the Fordham netminder, Dan Gertz. And here's a look at that, it comes right behind the net. Farmingdale fighting for the puck, they get it back, comes out to the man at the point, Daniel Rotan. But an aggressive save from Gertz, going way out of his crease to make that save. Defensive zone win for Fordham. They clear it down the ice. Have enough for icing, it will. And the race is won by Thomas Smith. So it comes right back next to Dan Gertz. Face-off will be to his right. Usually you think the underdog mentality for a team is to stick close in these games and look for the late goal, but now here's a chance to double the lead. Working in here, far side, it's Goulet. Fires a shot, DeCanio saves, still in the attacking end. Now getting to it, Jason Brennan trying to clear for Farmingdale, stays in at the blue line. Working over, a shot to Mario, save DeCanio. Back here near side, trying to work clear. Here come the Farmingdale ramps. Chip and chase, works out for John McCann. McCann takes down low, gives over here far side, trying to organize. Point shot, that's blocked, goes behind the net. Here trying to work clear, Peter Katzo. Still stays in. Glove down legally so by LaChase, he holds it in. Shot comes over, save Gertz. On the effort from the near side from Jacob Kravitz. You talk about Gertz, who made 41 saves yesterday. It's a quick turnaround, although he does have a little bit more time than maybe some of the other teams here, as this Fordham team played the first game on this lower rink yesterday. Game that got underway right at 4 o'clock, so about 24 hours between puck drop and puck drop. So that's up in the rafters, out of play. What was a long day here for a lot of the fans at the rinks in Shelton. Ourselves, we didn't leave here until 2 o'clock in the morning. As this comes down the ice, another icing call. This crew worked all the way through to the conclusion of the Black Division quarterfinal between Sacred Heart and Hofstra. A quadruple overtime affair. Sacred Heart ended up on top 3-2, despite the fact that Spiro Markoulis made 95 saves for Hofstra. The shot off the draw, tipped off the outside of the net. The initial shot came from Kravitz, took a tip in front. Kept in by Riley McGregor. He pins down low. Centering feed, doesn't find a target, tipped up out of the zone. And again, another icing call against Fordham. They're pinned in their own zone. Quick whistle here as the officials wanted to get in position. Now we're set to go. A defensive zone win for Fordham. Trying to work clear was Eamon Croucher. Does stay in, but now here's the breakout for Fordham. Mishandled puck. Will have to be pinned in by Farmingdale. They chase this in their attacking end. Working clear now, Andy Carlson. Carlson feeds one across the ice. Working in, a quick shot. DeCanio saves. It was a look on goal from Danny Kohler. Rebound falls to the white and green. Farmingdale working on the attack. Firing near side, that's Larico. Pad stop from Gertz, does stay in. Back up at the point, quick wrister. Gertz saves, rebound, goes behind the net. He attempted clear from Katzo, held in at the point. Rotan works across. Larico fires, Gertz never got quite through to him. Block shot from Kohler, he works clear. Fordham doing a good job of getting into shooting lanes. Here's a quick shot, Duffy, glove save, Gertz, he holds on. Fordham doing a great job of just working one and done shots, limiting Farmingdale on their opportunities. Gertz making the saves he has to as Duffy was looking for the screen from the defender. Just enough room for Gertz to see that shot. Another shot from Duffy, blocked again. Duffy, second opportunity, saved Gertz, and cleared out by Fordham. It's another one that comes all the way down the ice, and wide of the goal, it's another icing call. Stop and start pace to this one. Early on, a 1-0 lead for Fordham. There's a shot from Duffy that was blocked. Got his own rebound. A shot fired, a good save. Then cleared down the ice. Puck comes near side after the face-off. Bryce Vitale trying to work clear. Some help from a teammate in James Murray out to neutral ice. Working in is Farmingdale with Luke Judge. Judge tries a quick shot, saved. Rebound back to the near side. Fordham tried to clear, held in at the point. Going back to Judge right in front of us. Judge fires. Shot blocked. Went right off the leg of Vital. Still there. The shot, save, rebound. None coming as Gertz fell on top of it. Judge, that quick shot was blocked. And then again, getting his own rebound. Fumbled a little bit by Gertz, but he was able to fall right on top of the puck. A little bit of good luck there from Dan Gertz. Pressure mounting, though, for Farmingdale. Puck staying in the offensive end. One of the captains here for Fordham had on the near side, Eamon Croucher. Now it's pinned up along the boards. 2-on-2 board battle right on the near side half wall. Farmingdale emerged with it. Centering feed. The attempted shot from Bridgewood never reached the target. Looking back across here. Into the corner. Fordham trying to lead the zone. Some difficulties doing so. Puck along the near side, tipped aside. Here's a quick shot. Kravitz, save, rebound. In the crease, battled for, and the net dislodged. So we'll get a reset here. Team's allowed to change, says the official. That was an issue on the upper rink last night with the nets being dislodged, especially in that Hofstra and Sacred Heart game. About every other save that Spiro Markoulis made on the, oddly enough, this end of the ice, the right side of the ice, jarred the net loose. Back at the point, quick shot, save Gertz. Back out to the far side, Farmingdale hold in. High to low play, Signoretti back out in front, good save Gertz. Puck now cleared out. Fordham trying to relieve the pressure as they do on this move. Chris Gabriel dumps this in for the Rams. Clearing attempt from Farmingdale cut off. They got to go to the far side, then back to the near with Kravitz. Cross ice pass to Signoretti. That works out. Lays off to Immel. Eric Immel tried the cross ice feed back to Ethan Boehm. No luck there on the tape-to-tape pass. Holding in for the Rams, Matt Hawkins. Slow rolling puck that ends in the grasp of Dan Gertz. Chance moments ago here for Farmingdale on the bouncing puck that comes behind the goal. Slick pass right out in front. It was a chance for Boehm. But again, Dan Gertz up to the task, makes a great save. Fordham wins the draw. I bounce off the boards. Doesn't prevent the clear out. Back on it, Matt Hawkins. Hawkins, hands far side. A quick shot. Gertz saves, spills the rebound. Stays in now for Farmingdale. Back to the near side corner. To it first, Andy Carlson. He takes a check. It stays back along near side. That pass intercepted. Fordham able to clear as this pass finds Bobby Rotundo. Rotundo's pass only makes it as far as Matt Hawkins. Farmingdale back with possession. This dumped into the opposite corner. With possession, John Mead tries to fire clear. Has some help there with Sebastian, rather that's Danny Kohler. Back along here on the far side of the ice. Puck stays there. Nobody in Burgundy to flag it down, so it comes back to neutral ice. Pinned back in on the dump from Declan Pierce. Into the corner here, Farmingdale trying to just establish that attacking zone. They've done a good job of getting the puck in, but it's been one and done on those shots. Some rebound opportunities. Looking for that dirty goal, which is going to be how they have to do it. Settled down here by Jesse Burns for Farmingdale. Burns comes to the far side, right in front of his bench. Tries to chip off the wall. That's no good. Michael Arico tries to work up the near side. That's cut off. Second try now as Larico wheels back. Deflection in from Jesse Burns. That's whistled down for... It was a mistaken icing call. It's now the official points right at center ice. Early goal in this one for the Fordham Rams. Anthony DeMario has put his team up 1-0. Lone goal on the scoreboard so far here at the rinks in Shelton, Connecticut. And now they're looking for another. Here's a chance in. DeMario shoots, scores! Another goal for Anthony DeMario, lead double for Fordham. Just a great burst of speed as the defender for Farmingdale committed to the puck carrier. Created a lot of room that left DeMario 1-on-0 with Joe DeCanio. Tie up on the faceoff as we get play started back up again. DeMario's second goal of the game, third of the playoffs, has the underdog Fordham Rams up 2-0 here on Farmingdale State. Back along the near side. Fordham now keeping the pressure on. Man at the point offering himself up for a pass, but that's intercepted. Farmingdale on the counterattack. Nice pass across, that shot blocked. Rebound still there, fishing for it. Good defensive stick, knocking it away at Peter Katzo. Cross ice feed, that's intercepted. Cleared out as far as the point. Quick shot, save, rebound, score! Not enough on it to keep it away. Dan Gertz upset with himself. Big goal to get back for Farmingdale. As there was a shot from the point, Gertz knocked it up in the air, desperately scrambled back trying to hold it out. Just couldn't quite do it. Working on some technical difficulties. Bear with us for 1 second here, folks. As play continues here on the near side. Working with it, Farmingdale goes behind the net. Now he got the camera back. Thanks for sticking with us. Waiting for the official scoring on that Farmingdale goal. Ryan Murray took the initial shot from the point. Couldn't tell if that took a tip behind Gertz to knock it in or if Murray will get credit. We'll wait for the official announcement. Meanwhile, play continues with Jack Langan. Murray does get official credit for the goal. Tim Duffy and Dylan Bridgewood get the helpers on Farmingdale's first goal of the game, cuts the deficit to 1. 9 minutes left to go here in this first period. As this rolled into the near side corner, Farmingdale trying to tie this one up now. Working back along and working hard on the near side boards. Farmingdale holds. Quick shot from the point. Shrugged aside by Gertz and out of play. There's a penalty here, a cross-checking call. Looked like at the tail end of that, Chris Gabriel heading to the box for Fordham. Power play opportunity here for Farmingdale trying to tie it. In their quarterfinal matchup against Ramapo, Fordham killed off all the penalties against them. They were 5 for 5 on the penalty kill. And that's a good start there as they win the faceoff, clear it all the way down to Joe DeCanio.
Let's go down.
Ripping in here for Farmingdale. Working around Matt Hawkins. Hawkins with speed. Tries to feed back to the point. Pass intercepted. Then fish clear by Carmine Patelli. Patelli got an assist on one of the goals early on. The Northport Huntington and PL Junior Islanders alumni. Graduate of Harborfields High School. He falls back on defense now as it comes in with Sean O'Donnell. O'Donnell up the far side, back up to the top. Hawkins fires wide of the net. Rebound in the corner. It's with Larico. Larico up top. Back to Hawkins. Working across here. Hawkins near side point. Back over. One more. Here's a shot. Misses the net. Racing to the point. They hold in. Time winding down on the power play. It's half gone. Larico. Misfired pass, but now it's settled down by O'Donnell. Working up at the point. Hawkins. Back over. Fakes the slapper. O'Donnell had it taken away. Patelli racing to it. His clearing attempt out of play. So it stays in the defensive end for Fordham, but they can change. Farmingdale will also take the opportunity to switch up the power play unit. 7:19 to go in this first period. 35 seconds on the man advantage. Face off to the right side of Dan Gertz. Back to the point, a shot wide of the net. Brennan gets to it first for Farmingdale, kept alive along the boards with Bridgewood. Up to the point. There's a shot, deflection. Gertz got to stick to it. Back in with Bridgewood. Feeding across. Up at the point, Judge. Shot Bridgewood. Stick save, Gertz. Rebound stays in play. No, it got out of play. Delayed whistle there as the officials, and seemed like everyone lost sight of it for a moment. But it did get into the netting for a brief moment. 7 seconds to go on the power play. Farmingdale trying to use it to set something up. Face off won by Fordham. They try to clear on the near side. It's held in. Brennan back to the point. Man out of the box. Here's a shot. Save Gertz as his team back to even strength. Deflection pass comes down to Luke Judge. Judge puts on the brakes. Head fake. Goes behind the net to Duffy. Tim Duffy works out here trying the wraparound. Judge. Second try there. The swing and miss from Bridgewood. Does stay in here at the point. Here's a shot saved by Gertz. He holds. Good puck movement there from Farmingdale. Lots of chances. Lots of pucks that missed the net, but they're getting in the right lanes as there's a quick shot from Brennan that Gertz is able to see all the way. Face-off won by Fordham. They work clear on the near side. They took a tip out, so no icing, forcing it to be played by Jesse Burns. Burns now in a tussle along the near side corner. Taken free, but Farmingdale now on it. Trying to work across. Puck takes the... No, it does not. Thought it took a tip in, but the linesman right there, keen eye, saw that it missed the stick. So it comes back down to Joe DeCanio. Face-off win for Fordham. Back at the point, a shot. Blocked before it reached DeCanio. It was a fire from John Mead. Attempted check there for Fordham. Doesn't really work out. Puck leaves the zone. Farmingdale now on the attack. This dumped in by Farmingdale State. Into the corner. It's a tie-up. Working slowly clear now. Eamon Croucher. Deflected dump in. Serves as a pass to Anthony DeMario. DeMario with 2 goals here already in the first period. And has his team up by 1. This time he can't get anything going. Farmingdale the other way. Chipped in by DeAndrea, hoping to get it back. He's spun down. Batted puck. This leaves the zone. It was played by a high stick by Fordham, but doesn't really matter as this is shot on by Farmingdale and now covered up by Gertz. It was the 2 goals initially from Fordham's Anthony DeMario, but then the first playoff goal from Ryan Murray has got the deficit to 1 for Farmingdale. Looking for one more here with this offensive zone draw. They win it. Comes back to the point. Fed around. Goes off the outside of the net. Smart play from Chris Gabriel as this clear organized. Cross ice feed, a good one. On the move, Rotundo. Bobby Rotundo tied up there as it's dumped in. Comes into the corner for Vital. He's held there. A battle for it behind the goal. Farmingdale trying to clear with John McCann, but it's held in by Fordham. Back to the far side. Murray with the opening goal for Farmingdale. Connects on a pass to Hawkins. Matt Hawkins works in. Drives wide of the net. The centering feed goes off a stick and sent wide by Chris Gabriel. Back along with McCann for Farmingdale, racing from the point. That's McGregor. Riley McGregor goes behind the net. The spin from McCann finds space far side. Stick goes flying there as McCann back on it. He goes up top. Murray sends across. This shot deflected out of play. Farmingdale now starting to really get their legs here, organizing in the attacking zone, getting the puck moving, creating openings. Just having some struggles beating Dan Gertz. One goal is a stroke of luck as he made the save, but it bounced up and over him, then across the goal line. Centering feed fails. Reset here, and it comes up top. McGregor feeds across. This shot deflected, and again up and out of play. With Fordham doing what they need to do with the response defensively, just keeping sticks in the lane, trying to get a piece of everything. There's so many blocked shots already in this game for Fordham, and that will go a long way, especially later on. Another shot block, rebound, still there, back feed, score! We're all tied up, catching in Sean O'Donnell. There's where that puck movement pays off. Sean O'Donnell left unaccompanied right there on the back door. A fantastic pass across from Mike Larico. All O'Donnell had to do was get a stick on it, and he beat Dan Gertz. O'Donnell had 14 goals in the regular season. That was good for third here on this Farmingdale club. Now he gets his first of the playoffs. Set up from Mike Larico. We're all tied at 2 here in the first. DeMario now looking for the response. He goes behind to a teammate. Working in there is Bobby Rotundo. That across. This pass comes off behind of the net. Back in front. Here's a shot blocked.
And number 77, Thomas Smith.
Thomas Smith gets the secondary helper there for Farmingdale on the game-tying goal. Late stages here of this first period. Brand new hockey game tied at 2. Last 2 goals scored by Farmingdale after going down 2-0 early. Bridgewood comes behind the goal. Tries to set the cycle up. Near side half wall, that pass intercepted, swiped away by James Murray. Murray now chasing it down. Won't beat out Jesse Burns. Back to the near side. Farmingdale organizing with Burns, but it's turned over. Chasing it down now, Bryce Vital behind the goal. He's met up there with Brennan. Trying to work away now, Jason Brennan for Farmingdale. Rolling puck up the far side. Chip around for Duffy. Tim Duffy goes behind the net. Back to the near side. Duffy up top. His cross pass, no good. Flipped high in the air. Now a bouncing puck. Trying to work it away. Duffy fires. That's tipped up and to the far side. Farmingdale now have to tag back up here as Fordham clear. Brennan. Flipped opposite corner as Farmingdale thought they were maybe changing there off that play, but turns out not to be the case. Brennan moved around that time by Danny Kohler. This quick shot, DeCanio saves. We get a whistle with 90 seconds exactly to go in this first period. Face off to the left side of DeCanio. And someone a little bit trigger happy on that draw. We'll have to drop it again. This time the face-off is a legal draw, but Farmingdale still trapped in their zone. Deflected pass, works out. Here's a shot wide of the goal. There's a look for Rotundo, still there at the side of the net. Taken wide by Farmingdale, not clear. Rolling puck, settled down. Good stick lift from McCann. Puck stays in. Here's a shot. Misfired that time from Kohler, trying to get it on target. Farmingdale clears as far as center ice, but a bouncing puck settled down by McCann as we enter the final minute of the first. Still in here for Farmingdale. Wraparound try. Gertz got a piece of that. McCann swinging a miss. Another shot, pad save from Dan Gertz and cleared out. A couple of big saves from Dan Gertz, keeping this one tied. Chipped back in by Joseph LaChase. Farmingdale, middle of a change here, comes back up forward with DeMario for Fordham. Back near side, Carmine Patelli. Top line out for Fordham. Goulet sends up top. Quick shot. DeCanio saves. Into the corner. Carmine Patelli. Spinning, looking for space. None found. Taken away by Farmingdale. One last chance to move with 10 to go. It's a move in and a move on goal. Here's a shot save. A penalty coming. It's a penalty coming against Farmingdale, maybe for goaltender interference, as there's the penalty, or rather the horn. And the penalty coming as Dan Gertz is fired up. Talking up his teammates as we'll stick with you here and get the penalty call. It'll be Farmingdale heading to the penalty kill after this break. Go ahead and get the intermission graphic up as the captains talk things over. Zamboni waiting to be put on the ice. Officials will discuss, and we'll relay that penalty to you when we come back for the second period. But after 20 minutes, Fordham, Farmingdale, all tied at 2 at the rinks in Shelton. It's semifinal Saturday in the Empire Conference right here on the Long Island Sports Network. getting set to go here for the second period in the first semifinal in the purple division. It's coming up between the Farmingdale State Rams and the Fordham Rams. After 20 minutes, they're tied at 2, but Fordham with a good opportunity to break that deadlock to begin this second period, as they have a penalty or a power play to work with here to begin this second period. There's a penalty to Matt Hawkins for goaltender interference at the end of the frame, which they start with now. Fordham went 0 for 5 in the power play in their quarterfinal matchup a day ago.
Farmingdale penalty at the end of regulation of the first period by number 90.
At least we believe that was the case. It was goaltender interference. We don't have... Yeah, it was the case as we get the announcement here from the PA announcer. We don't have live scoring. So everything we hear of with the scoring is going off of what is announced here inside the rink. Just a heads up on that as we get things rolling again here in the second period. Fordham having trouble setting anything up here as Carmine Patelli forced to go further back. Dumped in by Declan Pierce. Stalls out on the far side wall. Farmingdale trying to clear it out. Glove down, but not from the right side of the blue line. Danny Kohler has to force a reset. Farmingdale to that puck first, can't clear out. Back up top, Patelli. Patelli across to Pierce. Pierce tries a shot, that's blocked. Rebound, stick aside by Farmingdale, then fired all the way down. Brief delay there from McCann, but he did get it past the blue liner. Still 40 seconds for Fordham to work with on this power play. It's their first of the game. Carmine Patelli taking the lead on this rush, but it stalls out right in front of the scorer's table on the far side boards. Board battle poked away by Farmingdale and then sent all the way down. Good work for Farmingdale here on this penalty kill so far. Danger not clear, but now it's fired down by Daniel Rotan. Might get one more rush here for Fordham. Waiting for it. Rotan sends all the way down yet again. Hawkins out of the box, and Farmingdale's back to full strength. Right off of that, they go on the attack. Hawkins lost his balance, fed over, a quick shot saved by Gertz. Cleared out of there by Fordham. Now they go on the rush. This is icing. That's the call from the officials. They got the best look at it right there. The slight confusion from Bobby Rotundo. He thought he gained center ice, but the officials said that's not the case. So it comes back down to the left side of the ice, where the Farmingdale State Rams are attacking here in the second period, the period with the long change. Tie up on the draw. Possession belongs to Carmine Patelli and the Fordham Rams, as that's knocked up and out of play. Okay, just tuning in here at the rinks in Shelton, Connecticut. Tie hockey game, 2-2. The first two goals went to Fordham. And one of their leading scorers, Anthony DeMario. He was second in the regular season with 21 goals. Since then, 2 in a row for Farmingdale. One from Ryan Murray. Then the other one scored later on by Sean O'Donnell. That has us at a tie hockey game as Jason Brennan looking for the icebreaker here. That over to the far side, set up there by John McCann. McCann takes down low, spins around, nice move there, goes up top. Walking, looking for room, Birds fires, scores! Took a tip in front, Farmingdale takes the lead. You see here with the shot, comes up to Burns. Burns was waiting for the opening, and then it was deflection right there. We'll wait to see who gets credit for the goal. But Farmingdale will take it either way, as they are up now 3-2. Burns fired the initial shot from the blue line. It definitely took a tip on the celebrations. Couldn't tell if it took 1, 2 tips. Farmingdale just happy to be out in front here. Score is 3-2, their first lead of the night.
Farmingdale goal scored at 2:58 of the second period by number 91, Joseph LaChase. Joseph LaChase gets the goal there as this whistled down for offside. Just LaChase from Burns gives Farmingdale their first lead of the game, so it was LaChase with the deflection in front of goal. Helped the puck by the Fordham netminder Dan Gertz. Now the faceoff coming all the way down next to Gertz here. So Fordham right back on defense after giving up the go-ahead goal to Joseph LaChance. Only had 2 goals in the regular season, is now the officials going over to the Fordham bench to explain why this draw is all the way back in their end of the ice. Puck drop, it's won by Patelli, he can't clear. A quick shot off the post. A look for Burns at the point, looking for a goal after his initial effort was deflected moments ago. Patelli catches a shoulder, tried to set up the breakaway, no dice. Delayed offside against Fordham here as this puck dumped aside, far side to near. Daniel Rotan back on the move for Farmingdale. Takes a check there, left the puck behind, some support coming from Ryan Murray. Moved in now far side, Dylan Bridgewood. Bridgewood takes this wide. He's knocked down. A legal play, a threshold right there to see it. Held up in the corner. Now Fordham take clear. Chipped aside and dumped in by Danny Kohler as Fordham will go for a wholesale change. Tim Duffy on it for Farmingdale. His team working with a 1-goal lead now. This batted down with a glove, but then touched up by Farmingdale, left behind. Extended stick there on defense, an important one. As that was Jacob Kravitz denying a offensive zone opportunity off of a potential turnover. Bridgewood flips out to neutralize. A rolling puck settled down to Duffy. Tim Duffy moves in. The shot rolls in. Tim Duffy gets Farmingdale the 2-goal lead. Just a bouncing puck, and Duffy was able to get to it first. Sparked the breakaway from the blue line. The stick handle, the dangle, actually left behind. Super clever play there. So pardon me, Luke Judge taps it in. He gets the goal. So pardon me, Duffy, the unselfish play of all unselfish plays. Luke Judge gets the goal on the tap in, and now a Farmingdale player in the box here. So on the other side of that goal, they might be heading to the PK. And the goal is not up on the scoreboard either. But the face-off coming to center ice. So some confusion to be sorted out here. Maybe an unsportsmanlike penalty handed out afterwards. There's no penalty on the board. The goal's not on the board either. But the face-off coming to center ice as it would after a goal. Chalk it up to Luke Judge. Long Island Sports Network's own Luke Judge, should add. That's sent over to the far side, and he keeps his roll going. Now you include the regular season, make that now 9 points through 9 games for Luke Judge as he gets the goal to put Farmingdale up by 2, 4-2. That play occurring at the far end of the ice. The far side of our vision on the play-by-play booth, and Brennan with authority lays his man out on a huge check. To finish that thought, the action when it's on the left end of the ice where Farmingdale's attacking right now, we're situated here in the broadcasting booth all the way on the near side or the right side of the ice. It was tough to see that pass back, that drop pass from Tim Duffy, but that stroke of genius sets up Luke Judge for his 5th goal overall, first of the playoffs. Shot on the far side held on to by Gertz as we take a look back at that huge check
from Brennan moments ago. And set up by this play here, the deflected puck was settled down to a Fordham player, but Brennan just lays the boom. Freight train coming. Quick shot off the draw, that's blocked. And then this tipped up and into the Farmingdale bench. They haven't announced the goal officially yet. I believe they might have been trying to, or more concerned about that penalty on the tail end. Imagine it is a unsportsmanlike penalty, which has, I believe, Tim Duffy in the box for Farmingdale. No man advantage, though, for Fordham. Just Farmingdale playing without one of their leading point scorers and vocal leaders on the ice. This comes across to Patelli. Carmine Patelli can't settle it down. It's held up on the near side. Back along the boards. 2-on-2 struggle. Taken free by DeMario. DeMario takes to the far side. A shot from the point goes wide of the cage. Farmingdale to it first. They work clear with DeAndrea. He takes a crunch. Puck comes back up with Fordham. There's a quick shot saved by DeCanio on the effort from John Meade. Face off to the left side with Joe DeCanio, who has settled in nicely after allowing the first 2 goals of the game to DeMario. Looked a lot more comfortable. The rebound control has been settled down. That's been a big part of his game. That's allowed Farmingdale to now score 4 unanswered to this point. Stake themselves out to a 2-goal lead after going down by 2 early on in this hockey game. Rolling puck settled down by Andy Carlson. Carlson trying to pass across, no good, intended for Bobby Rotundo. Now Farmingdale on the move with Hawkins. Matt Hawkins fires and over the goal. Good look for Hawkins, just couldn't settle that puck down. Taken back on now by LaChase. Joseph LaChase has a goal in this game. He got the 3rd tally on a deflection. He tips this on to Matt Hawkins, near side corner. Hawkins goes back behind the goal to McCann. McCann, the captain here for this Farmingdale team. Back across, centering feed, deflected. Fordham trying to settle, held in. Hawkins circles back to the point. Hawkins lets this go through him. Settled down on the far side corner, now battled on by McCann. McCann knocked down. Farmingdale changing blue liners here on the fly. Held along the wall. The referee now moving in, telling them to move it. Now it's poked out of there. Farmingdale keep on the attack. Back over near side. Quick shot that's blocked. Now taking clear for Fordham. As a big check right at neutral ice. A shot from Rotundo. Blocker to side by DeCanio. The far side worked clear by Fordham, but rather by Farmingdale, but now Fordham back on the attack. Another crunching blow on the near side boards. The physicality really reaching another level here, especially from the Farmingdale State Rams. DeCanio leaves over. Dangerous pass, but it finds a receiver in Bridgewood. Dylan Bridgewood motors in, has room, he fires. It served as a pass almost on the back door, but missed the target. Held up at the point, bouncing puck now taken clear by Fordham. Taking right back in, Luciano Signoretti. Signoretti fires, pad stop, back up to the point, Brennan. Jason Brennan feeds around the boards, comes back behind the goal. Bridgewood feeds back along the dasher, but the puck rolls clear here. Battled out, Brennan couldn't hold it in at the point. Bridgewood feeds back towards the goal, stick to side by Gertz. Settles down now for Fordham, who really need to turn the tides back in their favor. That might help. Brennan blows a tire. Comes back in now with Seven Concepcion. He's unable to do anything with that. A 2-on-2 move now for Farmingdale as now numbers peel off, heading over towards the bench. Long pass, looking for a man there in burgundy that was waiting at the blue line, Carmine Patelli. Pass never reached him. Seems like the bench getting a little bit shorter now for Fordham as they trail by 2, looking for a comeback effort. On the near side wall, DeAndrea for Farmingdale trying to organize an offensive attack, but it comes up the other end. With speed, here comes Croucher. A shot saved by DeCanio, up and out of play. Eamon Croucher did a good job there getting past the Farmingdale blue liner and Riley McGregor. The quick shot handcuffed Farmingdale goalie Joe DeCanio, but he's still able to make the save, and he has not allowed a goal since about midway through this first period. We're now over halfway through the second. Just over halfway through the second as we got 9:45 to go here in the middle frame. Carmine Patelli behind the Farmingdale net, looking to work something there as now physical play, some pushing and shoving with Jacob Kravitz. That allows Farmingdale to take clear. They go on the breakout with Lorico. Lorico feeds across. The shot save, rebound still there. Loose at the side of the net, now held on to. And some discussions between the players with 9:26 to go here in the period. Officials step in there. They send everyone back to their own sides. We're set to clash again, where they face off to the right side of Dan Gertz. Some last-minute instructions from the Fordham bench to Carmine Patelli. Patelli, the Huntington, New York native. Can't hold that puck in as comes back out to neutral ice. Patelli, number 88 in burgundy, feeds over near side. Long pass, doesn't hit its target, and that is icing against the Fordham Rams. Again, the winner of this game will play in the championship game tomorrow night, and they'll play the winner of Quinnipiac and Fairfield. Already see some Quinnipiac fans starting to file in, and you have to imagine a large Fairfield contingency. This is their home rink after all. Here in Shelton, Connecticut. Once again, thanks for joining us all weekend long on the Long Island Sports Network. Bringing you all the action here from the Empire Conference playoffs, both in the black and purple divisions. Check in a while back on the upper rink as a penalty coming up here. A high stick called. Actually, couldn't tell if it was a penalty. No, it was not a penalty. It looked like it was a... Well, let's just wait and see here. No, it was a penalty. That's Bobby Rotundo heading to the box for a high sticking call. Farmingdale to the power play. And I checked in a while ago. Stony Brook was up on Columbia 3-0. That was in the early stages of the second. They were a little bit ahead of us in terms of pace of play, so they're probably in the tail end of the second or in that second intermission now. We'll check in when we get an opportunity of a score update over there up in the upper rink. Couple stories above us here in Shelton, Connecticut. Farmingdale move this in. It's Signoretti. He wheels around wide. Hands to the top. Rolling for a shot, McGregor. Deflection goes wide of the goal. Might have gotten a piece of Gertz. Back up top, McGregor. Riley McGregor feeds across. The shot. That finds a home. They score. Farmingdale up by 3, the largest lead of the night for either team. A power play goal to boot. As just the quick wrister Fired right by Gertz. Luciano Signoretti, believe it was the one that fired that in. Signoretti, 9 goals, 1 on the power play in the regular season, and now he has opened up his playoff campaign with a power play strike. I'll wait to get confirmation on that, but following the cycle there, he was the one that looked like he had the puck on his stick. John McCann looking for more, fires this over the net. Kept in at the point by Kravitz. Looking back along, Kravitz. Holds in the corner.
The second period by number 86, Luciano Signoretti.
It is Signoretti with the goal.
Number 55, Riley McGregor. And number 52, Dylan Bridgewood.
McGregor and Bridgewood get the assist as this tipped up and out of play. That's the second assist of the night for Dylan Bridgewood. McGregor, that's his first point of the night. It's now a 5-2 lead for the Farmingdale State Rams. Trying to forge on to tomorrow night. They've scored 5 in a row here since going down 2-0 in the first. Fordham really having trouble keeping the wheels turning in the right direction here ever since going up by 2. For that second goal really lit a fire underneath these Farmingdale State Rams. They've kept the pressure on, have not let up. As a long shot from neutral ice. Turned aside by Joe DeCanio, who has had it fairly easy since allowing that second goal. Driving wide here, Matt Hawkins. Puck eases up on the half wall, then taken away by Fordham. Trying that long pass through, it doesn't work out, but a bouncing puck settled down, then a diving poke away by Jesse Burns. Put everything on the line there to knock that away. Burns trying to clear out, no luck there, but Fordham had already committed to a line change that comes free. Chasing it down now for Fordham, Matt Hawkins, or rather for Farmingdale, Matt Hawkins along the boards. Still along and behind the net. Hawkins looking for help from the point from Smith. Taken away on the move now, Rotundo. Rotundo finds a trailer. The shot saved by DeCanio, then cleared out. Good save, DeCanio. What was a great effort from Andy Carlson. 2-on-1 that was turned aside by the Farmingdale goaltender. Under 6 minutes to go here in the period. Bridgewood charges towards the net, and Gertz covers up as we take a look back at that 2-on-1 opportunity. A 2-on-1 there against the Farmingdale defender. McGregor committed to the man with the puck, fed across to Carlson, but a great save by Joe DeCanio. Keeps his team up by 3, keeps momentum wearing green and white. Tie up there, but the puck knotted out to neutralized by Fordham. Can't make any progress, though, as it stalls out right there. Charging back in, Luke Judge. Judge fires a quick shot, hugged to the chest of Dan Gertz. Judge already has a goal tonight. As we mentioned, ever since he came to Farmingdale, he's been with them since the start of the fall semester here. As there's a look at Dan Gertz, who's seen a lot of traffic heading his way. As Judge set to take this face-off. Judge came from URI, where he wasn't quite a point-per-game player, but had a significant contribution to the Rams club team. As actually, he spent his entire career with a team with the mascot of the Rams. As this fired wide. Don't know what it is. Seems to be the theme of this game is Rams, as that's a jamming attempt. Still behind the net. Another wraparound opportunity. Gertz finds it and puts the trapper over top. Luke Judge, 3 seasons as a Rhode Island Ram. Now comes down to Long Island in Suffolk County. Played out the last half of this season, and I believe since the month of January. Been suited up for Farmingdale. Now including this game in the playoffs. 9 points through 9 games, 5 goals, 4 assists. Been a huge contributor to Farmingdale's late season push. Carmine Patelli chips around the defender there, and Murray takes it out in front. Hit the defender, a bouncing puck. Bounced up high, but DeMario's shot saved by DeCanio, then cleared out by Farmingdale. Some good opportunities here for Fordham as of late. But DeCanio standing tall, keeping his team out in front by 3. On the breakout here for Farmingdale, that's Joseph Minio. Didn't work out too much that time. Rotan on the reorganize. Dominio flips to the far side, finds a target in Sean O'Donnell. O'Donnell dumps in as his team heads off. All 5 guys head for a change. Pass looking for a man right off the bench in Immel. Didn't connect. Comes back to the point. A shot pad stop from Gertz. Back over into the corner. Fumbling with that one a little bit. Jack Langan can't get it out. That shot for the point. McGregor's effort stopped by Gertz, and he is able to get the whistle. Don't have the shots tally here, and they haven't announced it at the rink either, so we can't give you the exact numbers, but we'd like to think it's a crooked number in favor of Farmingdale, as this is an offensive zone takeaway. Looked like it was a big hit along the boards, out of our line of sight. Back along on the near side, McGregor fighting for it, takes it away, up to the top. His shot blocked. Rebound goes behind the net. Controlled there by the Rams. Trying to set it up. Initial pass to DeAndrea didn't work out. Back to McGregor near side. Spins off the hit. Comes back along. Trying to feed a pass into the middle for Boehm. Doesn't reach him. Back along behind the net to DeAndrea. Chris DeAndrea there. Take it away from the puck. Rolling out in the slot. A quick shot. Save. Rebound. Second effort. Third effort. Still loose at the side of the net. Goaltender in Gertz is still down on his knees, now getting back to his skates. Back along DeAndrea, backhanded effort, wide of the goal. Comes out far side, Kravitz keeps alive. Farmingdale again changing on the fly. Comes into the corner, McGregor. Quick shot, pad save Gertz. Back out to the far side, Fordham really need a clear. They get it out to neutral ice. They get one guy off, but that's all. Tired legs out there for Fordham. DeAndrea walks in, fires, save Gertz. Back to the near side. Fordham clear all the way down, and Patelli behind the rush. Carmine Patelli walks in, poked away by Joe DeCanio. Another breakaway look for Fordham, this time for Carmine Patelli, the Smithtown native. Couldn't get anything going against Joe DeCanio. Now Farmingdale looking for the counter. Hawkins just chips this in. Chases it down behind the goal. Matt Hawkins feeds the pass over to LaChase. Up top, swing and a miss that time from Thomas Smith. Fordham on the rush now. James Murray walks in. Murray waits, fires. DeCanio saves. Look back at that Patelli breakaway. The long pass, tape to tape. Over the blue line, Patelli took it in. Just lost the handle a little bit there, deterred a little bit by the sweeping stick of Joe DeCanio. Didn't look like he really got a piece of it. But enough there. He took away the positioning where Patelli felt compelled to stick handle, forced into losing possession. Rotan off his team's face-off win. Feeds over far side. This takes a friendly bounce off of a Fordham rim as they're able to settle it back in. Patelli, quick shot, up high on DeCanio. He's able to make the save. Now heading up the ice, John McCann. McCann eases up a little bit, feeding over, back to McCann, fires, scores! Joe McCann, the give and go from Hawkins, 6-2 Farmingdale. Just a burst of speed from those two. It was a 2-on-2, nothing spectacular, but McCann able to work the magic. Fed over to Hawkins, then the return pass to McCann. The tap in, up and over the goaltender, Dan Gertz. An onslaught from Farmingdale, 6 in a row for the Farmingdale Rams, and they are in command here against Fordham. The goal scorer's buzzer sounds. It looks like they want confirmation on the goal. But John McCann gets his first of the postseason. The captain strikes. And has put them firmly in the driver's seat. They're not done yet. Looking for more. Hawkins feeds out wide, but that's intercepted by Fordham. Clear it out. McGregor on the reset. Kranitz sends over a centering feed. There's a backhanded shot from Judge, saved by the Fordham netminder, as Judge still buzzing in this game, looking for more.
Farmingdale goal scored at 18:26 of the second period by number 90, John McCain, assisted by number 92, Matthew Hawkins, and number 12, David Rotan.
They give Rotan the secondary assist. He was the one that set up that breakout on the pass from the defensive zone. So it's McCann from Hawkins and Rotan. As here's a quick shot, stick save to Canio. Just following up on the official scoring of that one, since the live scoring doesn't seem to be up and running here in Shelton, Connecticut. But don't worry, we got you covered. As Luke Judge tries to chip this back, finds a teammate. Working in, that's a pass to the back door and a good save. Still fighting hard in this game is Dan Gertz. Good setup there from Bridgewood, chasing that puck down. The backhanded pass came all the way through to Hawkins. And his quick shot, dead end to end, held on to. Tie up on that puck. Comes out to the point. Delayed offside as Jesse Burns dumps this in. Take it away. On the move now, Carlson. Andy Carlson tries a shot, glove save. DeCanio left the rebound behind. Play continues here near side boards. Luciano Signoretti takes that clear with a little help from Dylan Bridgewood. Back out to neutral. Signoretti through center ice. Cuts in, drags to the backhand, fires. That was saved, and then the net dislodged on the charge from Signoretti. One last whistle there as we got 3.4 seconds left in this second period. They'll reset the net, drop the puck, maybe one more look for Farmingdale before the teams go their separate ways. Well, they got to go the same way off the ice, then separate ways into different locker rooms for the Zamboni to make its laps around the ice. Face-off won by Fordham. They clear it out, but a period of dominance for the Farmingdale State Rams. They score 4 in a row here in this period, 6 in a row in the game. They carry a 6-2 lead into the break against Fordham. Take a timeout, but when we come back, the final period of regulation coming up here from the rinks in Shelton.
College 14, Fordham University 9.
Just wanted to stay tuned there for the shots on goal announcement, as they do seem to have some kind of tracker over there, but don't know where they're getting that number from. But either way, take a timeout here on the Long Island Sports Network. 6-2 lead for Farmingdale. getting ready to rock here for the third period between the Farmingdale State Rams and the Fordham Rams. It's Farmingdale with a 6-2 lead here, getting ready to go in the third period after they've scored 6 in a row past the Fordham netminder in Dan Gertz. That's not to say that Gertz has had a bad night. He's had a difficult night, and it's more like it's a lot of pucks heading his direction and a lot of odd man rushes as well, especially in that second period. 4 goals unanswered in that second frame for Farmingdale. The teams went into the locker rooms all tied at 2 after 20 minutes, but after 40, it's Farmingdale in control, looking to move on to the finals on Sunday if they can hold on to this 4-goal lead. A quick look at the upper rink in the Black Division semifinals. And before we get started here in the Purple Division semis, that one between Stony Brook and Columbia. Stony Brook with a 5-0 lead over Columbia, and they're looking to move on to the finals as well. Fordham chasing by 4 as they lose out on that opening draw. That puck tipped up into the Fordham bench. Looks like they'll do it again at center ice. It's also been impressive from Farmingdale just how many guys have been involved in the offense tonight. Looking back, I believe 6 different goal scorers as well. I can't confirm that with live scoring because, and again, we don't have access to that live scoring. It's not posted on the game sheet website. As here's a break for Demario. Demario fires. DeCanio with an early save out of the gates here in the third period. Meanwhile, for Fordham, that guy has been the lone goal scorer for him. Anthony Demario had 1 goal in their win against Ramapo in the quarterfinals, that 6-0 win yesterday. Here in the semifinals, he's gotten their only 2 goals, 3 goals so far in this postseason, as it looks like the officials talking with Joe DeCanio here. It looks like we're set to go. DeCanio has put his mask down, ready to go. I will also give credit to the rink workers here in especially the scorers table. The music selection has been more diverse tonight. Still some of the old favorites from yesterday, which you heard several times. I think I've heard Cult of Personality more times in these last 24 hours or so, and then I have the last few years. Not that I'm complaining, great song. But so John Mellencamp being played there, that's a new pick. As this fired down by Fordham. As the race won by Farmingdale, it's an icing call. That's one of my nitpicks from that quadruple overtime game between Hofstra and Sacred Heart last night, which has made the rounds around social media. It's on Instagram post that has gotten several thousand likes praising the efforts of Spiro Markoulis, his 95 saves and losing effort in what was confirmed to be the longest game in Empire Conference history, as the Pride and the Pioneers battled for what was over or nearly 100 minutes. The overtimes here, in case you have to worry about that in any of these semifinal games, in case you're wondering what the format is, it's 10-minute overtime periods, 10 minutes going one way, switch directions, 10 minutes the other way. Then the Zamboni comes out and you repeat that process all over again. That's in case we get there. This one doesn't seem to be heading that direction, but plenty of time for Fordham to mount a comeback, as this is icing called against Farmingdale. Face-off coming back into the attacking end for the Fordham Rams. Seeing a lot of players moving around, getting ready for the next game on tap here at the lower rink at the rinks in Shelton, Connecticut. And that is the second semifinal in the purple division. That's coming up after the conclusion of this one. It'll be between the Fairfield Stags and the Quinnipiac Bobcats. Here's a chance for Farmingdale, backdoor. The tap in miss. Rebound still there. Scrambling back to his feet, Dan Gertz. Bailed out there a little bit. Was a case perhaps of slight overpassing. It was a great setup, but just ran out of room. This tipped into the attacking end for Carlson, so he'll head off for the change. No icing against Fordham. Clock keeps rolling here in the third period. It's valuable time ticking away for the Fordham Rams. Working with it for Farmingdale. That is a man on the attack and a man with a goal, or an assist tonight, Riley McGregor rather. Just dumped in by Fordham. They're just trying to do that, the dump and chase. Haven't had much success with it so far here in this period. Moved along by John Mead. And a penalty coming now to Fordham. Seven Concepcion will be heading to the box as they touch up. It's a tripping call, sending Concepcion to the sin bin. Farmingdale has a power play goal tonight. And it was scored back in the second period by Luciano Signoretti. This power play starts with a face-off win. Riley McGregor, far side wall, hands off down low. Behind the net, that's Bridgewood. Back up top, walking across, dangling. Duffy fires, that's blocked up in the air. Duffy jumps to grab it. Back across, McGregor drags for a shot. Good save as the net dislodged.
By number 5, Sebastian Concepcion. 2 minutes for tripping.
Sebastian Concepcion called for the trip. He's in the box for the next minute 35. Re-rack for this face-off to the right side of Dan Gertz. Face-off won by Fordham, but they can't clear. Back up top, McGregor. He mines the blue line, fires a shot that's blocked, and fired down. Good job getting in the way. There's Eamon Croucher blocking the lane. Farmingdale, if they could score, of course they'll take it, but with this 4-goal lead, they don't want to give up anything to Fordham, team that has had a fair share of shorthanded goals this season. Water across, firing, that's blocked. Still in a scrum there, now back up to Judge. Looped over, Tim Duffy. Duffy, back up top. McGregor back to Duffy, backhander, that's saved, and again, the net shoved off. Definitely think it's a case where the holes need to be drilled again here. I'd say both rinks. Goaltenders, whenever they push off the post for momentum, it just nudges that goal ever so slightly off of its pegs, just needing that reset. And for Farmingdale, they got to be a little bit frustrated with that, generating some nice momentum, but it stalled out there. Got to pick it back up here on the man advantage. Bridgewood a little bit overzealous there, but wins the face-off anyways. Back up top, the shot, that's blocked. Bouncing puck, forced clear by Fordham. Good job by DeMario to get that all the way out. Luke Judge drops it back to McGregor, turned over. Working in there on the far side, Patelli. Patelli spun out down low, and now a whistle as the net dislodged on that end. Just furthers the point, might need to be drilled again, those holes. Might be a issue to be solved for the finals games. Not a whole ton of time between this one and then the Quinnipiac-Fairfield game. Set to get underway at the conclusion of this one. scheduled for an 8:30 puck drop there. We'll be taking you on the call at the Long Island Sports Network. This tipped up and in. Fordham with some momentum. They're back on the board. It was the shot from the point coming in from Eamon Croucher, finding Bobby Rotundo, who got his stick to it, gets the tip up and over Joe DeCanio. Second goal of the playoffs for Bobby Rotundo, his first tonight. Got a piece of that shot from Eamon Croucher, who will rack up his assist, his fourth of the postseason. As the shorthanded goal goes past DeCanio, that's now the penalty expires. Scored with about 5 seconds left on that power play for Farmingdale. Just as I mentioned, the team with the penchant for shorthanded goals gets one there, and they're back to within 3. This game far from over. Over 14 minutes left. Another shot up high on DeCanio, makes the save. Cleared out by Farmingdale, and now they're on the rush. It's a quick shot save, and Gertz left the rebound. It's cleared out, but it's all the way down the ice for icing.
Robert Rotundo, assisted by number 24, Aaron Croucher, and number 19, Daniel Kohler. That's Rotundo.
They give the secondary assist to Danny Kohler.
49, a short-handed goal.
Short-handed goal for Fordham's Bobby Rotundo has given them some hope here in this third period. Shot for the point for Farmingdale, never reached the net. Kept alive by McGregor. Back to the middle, a quick shot over the net. On the near side, Carlson trying to work clear. Sweeping stick of DeMario, can't get it out. Riley McGregor sends over that short glass on the far side. Face-off will leave the attacking end for the Farmingdale Rams. They pointed it out in the upstairs games, but same case rings true here on the downstairs rink. Just a short glass over there on the far side wall. Runs all the way down to where it extends up for the glass behind the nets. It's about 180 feet. Of the 200 feet is that short glass. Just prone to the pucks hopping up and over there, just as the case we just saw. Fordham flip clear. Only for a moment. Back in behind the net with Peter Kazat. Kazat gives over to the near side. Spring Vital. Moving in, no luck there. Concepcion had it taken away. Now Farmingdale move up. Drop pass, a shot, save, rebound. Found by the netminder Dan Gertz. He gobbles it up. Face-off won by Farmingdale. A shot off the draw goes wide. There was an effort from Larico. Steered out to neutral, trying to move around DeMario. He's held up a little bit. Officials right there, they don't call anything. It's one of those plays, it was a little bit of a nudge, not a hold necessarily. Comes back to the point of a big slapper, wide of the cage. That was an effort from Langen. Another follow-up effort there. Held on to by the Farmingdale netminder and Joe DeCanio trying to hold on to this lead. 12:43 to go in the third. Face off to the left of DeCanio. Patelli wins the face off for Fordham. Comes back up top, a shot along the ice. Deflection, snared by DeCanio. Patelli got his stick on that shot. A quick shot along the ice. It was actually knocked down by Patelli. Then a shot as he was skating over towards the near side boards. Back up top again. Croucher fires. Nudged aside by DeCanio. Still held in by Fordham. Patelli. Underneath the stick of the intended target, James Murray. Back behind the Farmingdale net. They get possession. They work clear. Deflected puck in. No icing. Eamon Croucher leaves back here. Spring Langan. DeMario looking for Patelli. He just guides it in as the blue liners change for Fordham. Patelli hauled down by Kravitz as a penalty against Farmingdale and a power play opportunity coming up for Fordham. Kravitz called for the trip. He sits for two. Big chance here for Fordham. They've had a few chances in this game, nothing yet on the man advantage, but none bigger than this chance right here. They do have a special teams goal. It was a shorthanded goal scored moments ago by Bobby Rotundo. Gertz comes out to play it, finds a receiver for the pass, and Andy Carlson. Carlson with the cross-ice feed. DeMario wants a reset here at center. Cuts through the middle, tries the quick shot. DeCanio saves, spills the rebound. Wide open cage, pass back out in front. Carlson couldn't get a shot away. It's left over on the near side as everyone resets defensively for Farmingdale. Up top, Patelli feeds over Pierce. Pierce fires a shot that's held on to by DeCanio, but it was a big chance moments ago for Fordham. Scrambling in goal was Joe DeCanio trying to fall on top of a loose puck. Ended up just on his stomach with the puck rolling behind the net. Fordham tried to feed it out in front, but just couldn't get it away. Was Andy Carlson still tied up in front with a Farmingdale player. This puck held in. Carlson couldn't get that puck settled down. Now Farmingdale with a shorthanded look. A quick shot from Matt Hawkins. And was saved, but then turned over. Right back on it. McCann paddle stop from Dan Gertz. Shorthanded looks for Farmingdale. Unsuccessful on the attack, but it does work out there. Just run some time off the clock. So 45 seconds to work with for Fordham on this man advantage. Kranitz still standing at the penalty box door. Fordham moves this in. Walking across, the slapper Patelli is shot blocked with authority, and now racing to it. Here comes Farmingdale yet again. McGregor wheels back, fires a shot. That was an effort, and they keep things rolling. Officials letting him play. It was a shot from Riley McGregor, which Gertz able to save. They were just kind of asking him almost, are you sure you want to play this puck? And he did. Turns out to just run some time off the clock. Penalty expires. Jacob Kranitz out of the box. Three goals. The deficit here. Under 10 minutes to go in this third period. Gertz saves that shot. The effort from the blue line there is that's covered up. Gertz took that look away from Bridgewood. Puck over on the far side wall. Farmingdale just hold this in, looking for that pass to Duffy, waiting right in front of goal. Didn't reach him. And then Croucher on the work clear. John Mead tries to work up the far side, near side wall rather. His pass incomplete. It goes down the ice for icing. Face-off coming back to the neighborhood of Dan Gertz over on the right side. Possession falls to Tim Duffy. Duffy back up top. Quick shot bouncing wide of the net. It was played with a high stick, ruled by Farmingdale. It would not have counted anyways. Now delayed offside against Farmingdale. They touch up, or rather tag back up on side. The puck leaves the zone for a moment. Pounded right back in by Farmingdale. Doing a good job of just getting that puck in deep, making Fordham work at the entire length of the ice if they want to go in a rush. Jacob Kravitz. His pass incomplete. Another miscued pass from Fordham. This time, no icing. Well, it did take a touch off of a Farmingdale stick. Duffy's pass across the ice, incomplete. Kravitz chases this back down. This time it is icing against Fordham. It's again semifinal Saturday here at the rinks in Shelton, Connecticut. Empire Conference champions will be crowned tomorrow night. This one in the purple division. Fordham looking for the comeback win. Farmingdale trying to hold on as this one sent wide of the net. There's a look in front, poking at it. Signoretti looking for his second goal of the game. Signoretti still fighting for it in the attacking end. Poked back along by Farmingdale, but it falls out now to Fordham. They organize the rush near side. That's dumped in from the right side of center. No icing. Late signal from the linesman there, but we keep things rolling along here. 7:45 to go in the third. Still that 3-goal lead for Farmingdale. They lead 6-3. Good stick work there by Eric Immel. Keeps the puck in. Comes back along behind the net. Boehm ran out of room. Puck comes up the other way. That pass behind Andy Carlson does allow Fordham to work to get some guys off the ice for a change. Signoretti fires, stick save from Gertz, then out of play. Face-off won by Farmingdale. Quick shot snared by Dan Gertz after the look from Larico. Dan Gertz still working hard in this game. He's made a ton of stops. And again, just the goaltending has kept Fordham within striking distance. They move on the attack again. Here's Rotundo. Shot blocked, comes back to the point, holds in, sends around the dasher. Bouncing puck, settles, looking for a shot. Fanning on the attempt, still tied up there. Now Farmingdale works back forward from the left wing. Trying to hit the trailer in O'Donnell. Now finds him behind the net. O'Donnell on the far side. Back up to the top. Saucer feed. Near side. Burns fires. Save. Rebound right in the crease. Battle for it. Fordham with it. Delaying. Now trying to work clear. Croucher comes out with Carlson. They got a 2-on-1. Has support from Mead. A bounce pass. Looking for Mead. Bouncing over his stick. Keeping in. Carlson fires, shot blocked. Farmingdale player went down to a knee to take it away. Shot from the near side boards, it's saved. Candio able to stop it. Farmingdale trying to slow down the pace. That pass to no one in particular. Chris Gabriel on it now for Fordham. Gabriel's pass didn't get the right angle off the boards. Farmingdale back the other way. Rolling puck wide of the cage. Comes back near side to LaChase. Up top, his shot deflected. That got a piece of McCann's stick. Puck just left the attacking zone. Farmingdale player looking skywards, but Jackson Chalmers, the lineman right there. He saw it just roll past the blue line. Face-off in front of the Fordham bench to restart play. Face-off which Farmingdale wins. They dump in. Jack Langan on it for Fordham. Comes back over to this near side corner. McCann races to it. Some help from LaChase. Both of them goal scorers tonight. 2-on-2 board battle right on the near side. Official telling them to keep the puck moving. McCann happy to keep it right there. Now feeds to LaChase. He was looking for the slot pass. Didn't reach his intended target. McCann forced into turning it over to DeMario. Anthony DeMario. 2 goals tonight. Trying to keep his team's hopes alive. Feeds over to Carmine Patelli. Patelli's long pass takes a deflection into the attacking end. DeMario applies the forechecking pressure. Holds it up into the near side corner. Farmingdale trying to work it clear. Help from the blue line, holds in. Croucher, his shot blocked. Heads up the other way with Farmingdale, but McCann left it behind. That is dumped in by Murray. Fordham heads to the bench. 4:30 to go. 3-goal lead for Farmingdale. And this is that kind of gray area. When do you pull the goalie? But the shot, the one-timer, the spinning shot, misses wide. It was a look for Concepcion. Concepcion couldn't get it on goal. It's now at center ice. Picking it up. That's Signoretti. Tried to do a little bit too much there. Forced into turning it over. Fordham flip out to neutral. Farmingdale bring it right back in. Cross-ice feed. Bridgewood had it poked away. Great stick work by Kazat. Kazat able to knock it up the ice. Heading that way now, Rotundo. Rotundo tried the centering feed. Didn't reach its target. Back to Rotundo, though. He hustles in. Along the near side wall, Farmingdale holds. Trying to work it clear as it comes out through the middle. Deflected puck. Kazat left it behind. Players tumble down. Farmingdale with it. Under 3.5 to go. They hold. And it's Thomas Smith there. Held into a board battle. Rotundo. Muscled off the puck by Bridgewood. Doing Bridgewood a quick shot. Snared by Dan Gertz. There's a look on the Fordham bench. Look for some kind of strategy here with this defensive zone face-off. Trailing by 3, just over 3 minutes to go to bring this one level. There's a chance perhaps for Carlson, as that's an offside play. The trailer there for Fordham, just a little bit behind. Trying to keep that puck in, couldn't do it. Does flip the page a little bit here. Face off near the Farmingdale bench, but Farmingdale able to push it a little bit back after the win from Fordham. It's batted down by a Fordham glove. Farmingdale touches up. Play continues. Back out to neutral ice, but sent back into the attacking end by Chris Gabriel. Look, they're holding it in, but back out to neutral where Gabriel flags it down. Goes off the score table's glass. Working back in with it, Farmingdale. No real sense of urgency here. None needed. It's chipped out of there. 2:30 to go. Duffy chases down. A quick shot trying to pick out the crossbar. Missed. To neutral ice. Turned over to Carlson. Carlson racing in. He fires. Save to Canio. Rebound back to the blue line. Working back along. Here's a jamming try. DeCanio stops it. Rebound. Still loose. Back out to the far side. Up top, Eamon Croucher. Croucher feeds along the dasher. Held along the boards, under 2 minutes to go. Back along near side, Fordham. Wheeling back on defense as Farmingdale dumped this down into the corner. Gertz still in his goal, but might be looking towards that bench here in a moment as this dumped down. No motion yet. Even though this is a playoff game, the bench playing it conservative for Fordham. Proves to be a wise decision as this is brought in by Joseph Minio. Bouncing puck, batted clear by Jack Langan. Aggressive play from DeMario, forces a turnover to Murray. Murray tries the shot that's blocked. Nearing a minute to go here in the third. Patelli feeds over to the far side, dumped in by Fordham.
1 minute left to play.
As we're into the last minute. Near side corner, still no indication of a goaltender pull as that's held on to by Dominio. And now we get the motion. 6 attackers on for Fordham, trying to make the push now. And it's a little bit bizarre to see them wait this long, 51.9 seconds left to pull the goaltender. But now they make the move as Gertz is on the bench. 6 attackers on, a quick shot blocked. Setting it back up now are the Fordham Rams. Near side corner, just held in at the point. Meade sends it back around the blender, but that's cut off. Farmingdale chipped this towards the empty net, just wide of the cage, and that is icing. It was from the wrong side of center. Reset in the attacking zone for Fordham with 32.3 left. The winner would await the victor of the Quinnipiac and Fairfield game. That's set for 8:30. Face-off won by Fordham. Quick shot. They score! This one's far from over. Pierce finds the back of the net. A lot of things can happen in the closing minutes. Declan Pierce, the quick shot that just eludes Joe Dominio. Rather, Joe DiCanio, pardon. They keep the net open, and actually Fordham's going to want a timeout here. So 27.3 seconds left on the clock. Fordham has just cut the deficit to 2. Now the discussion's on Farmingdale just trying to slow things down. That's been the name of the game here in this third period. They were doing a good job for most of the frame. But a couple of goals here for Fordham has made things interesting, but the clock is definitely not their friend. Under 30 seconds to go, in need of 2 goals. Gertz stepped on the ice to stretch his legs, but nothing more. He's back on the bench. 6 attackers still out there for Fordham. Patelli right along the near side boards. He read the scouting report to a T there. He flags down this puck, dumps and chases. Carmine Patelli feeds out in front. Canio still there as the net dislodged again. 17.1 seconds left on the clock. DiCanio scrambling a little bit in goal as the net dislodged. And he had to make some drastic measures there.
31 of the third period by number 15, Declan Pierce.
Declan Pierce officially credited with the goal.
Anthony DeMario. That's Pierce.
DeMario the lone assist. His face-off won by Farmingdale. They can't clear. Held in at the point. Fed back along. 10 seconds to go. In the corner, Carlson. Back along DeMario. Backhanded shot blocked. Final seconds tick away, and the Farmingdale State Rams march on to the finals on Sunday. They had to hold their breath. They were down 2-0, and then 2 late goals from the Fordham Rams made things interesting. But in the end, the effort not enough. The Farmingdale State Rams punch their tickets to the finals. Well, stay tuned. They'll see who they're playing. They'll face the winner of the Quinnipiac and Fairfield game in just a few moments. But until then, Farmingdale can sit back, relax, and who knows, Luke Judge might join us on the call. We'll stay tuned for that. Until then, we'll see you next time right here from the rinks in Shelton, Connecticut. Live on the Long Island Sports Network. Once again, I'm Ian Binky. Thanks for tuning in. Take care. We'll see you real soon.